Hi folks, here's a Milwaukee Packout crate with some organizers for hand tools. I work maintenance and I like the open top, but my open top bag got rained on a lot since I'm outside. So I made this up so that I can have hand tools ready and available vertically. But I can also throw another Milwaukee box on top if I need to have a lid. It's not watertight. As you can see, the hand holds are open. So I've done this once already, so maybe don't take this on the highway in your truck bed when it's raining. That's actually why I have all my tools out. Got a little wet, but I usually don't bring this box home very often, so I wanted to show you all this because I don't see anything like this yet online. So everything here is removable because this is a company-owned box, and I was experimenting. I've gotten to a good place, so here it is. I got some plywood here. This is like, I don't know, 3/8, 1/4 inch. Either will work. I have it. These are removable. You see these a lot. Guys will make these up for hand tools. Those are removable. This one was pretty loose because the wood was bowed, so I strapped it together. I might glue it later on if I feel like it. Some DeWalt boxes from other things I've bought in the past. With some container for some taller stuff that I lean over. I'll show you that shortly. Here are some magnets I've screwed to carry some long stuff. I'll show you that. I have a Clip Tech receiver here, just zip tied to the side, so I can put my pouch. I'll show you my pouch shortly. And I cut up a ratchet strap. I use those for a lot of things that are not intended, but hey, what do you I have a lot laying around. Here's a spider tool holster for my extra tape. I have 2 tapes, both with that system. I really like it. And I just put some strapping here for my Bosch laser distance measure tool. I'll show it to you all in there in a second. But these just come out. These are kind of wedged in. This whole thing comes out. It's wedged. When everything's in there, it's nice. I'll try to put a picture in, but beneath in between these layers, I put some strips of wood so that I can slide my square, my speed square, and I also have a slot in here for my little pry bar, which it's one of my favorite tools. But this just slides in, and I didn't put any holes in this thing because it's not mine. I still have to attach this. It's kind of stayed up because of the tools, but drilled some holes for stuff. I have pencil, punch, bit. As I go, I'm adding stuff, but I don't think I have a whole lot of room left for much else. So I think I'm close to being done. This is not extremely heavy. Just throw it on my shoulder when I need to. I have a rolling box I roll it around, but this is nice for just grabbing stuff. I'm not going to name everything here. This is what I carry. Just regular maintenance stuff. Here's my electrical pouch. What I did was I bought the cheapest Clip Tech tool pouch and drilled out the rivets and used some Chicago screws because I like this pouch a bit better. On the other side, I just put a piece of plastic, scrap plastic, some Chicago screws. There are different lengths. I forget which lengths, but this one needed to be longer because it's thicker there. I just have my electrical stuff, and I hang it. Once I load this up, you'll see how it looks all together, but I hang it here. When it's raining, I can just take this stuff out and throw it in here. It becomes a little bit more crowded, but it doesn't rain very often where I'm at. So I could fit 3 batteries in there pretty well. All this stuff and all this stuff. I had a hard time laying all this out because it was so much. But I'll switch over and show you what it looks like all packed up. So before I load this up, I cut myself off because my kids were yelling upstairs. I just wanted to show you a couple things that I really like and I highly recommend for if you're in residential or commercial maintenance. I particularly, I have a little bit of a unique situation. I work at a zoo. It's kind of halfway between commercial and residential. And I'm outside doing weird stuff a lot, but a lot of this stuff is applicable to everybody. This is a fast cap folding chisel. I just bought it. I actually bought a set from my cousin years ago as a thank you gift. Maybe this needs two hands. We're back here. This folds up kind of like a Leatherman, and that's how it lives in the box. Love that a lot. Harbor Freight, $8 bolt cutters. I modified these to be a flush cut. Can you see it? Can you see it? Sorry for the light. I just grinded the tips, so it's a little bit more like dikes. I do a lot of fence work, cutting fences flush. I really like to keep two little clamps. It's like an extra hand. There is my other spider tool clip, Clip Tech clip, 3-in-1, invaluable. Little magnet for stuff, catching stuff you dropped. This is the Vera Tool Check Plus Imperial. That saved me a bunch of times. I just throw that in my pocket if I'm not taking my whole box. These are homemade magnetic stud finders. There's 3 of them there. That's just a paint stick with the Neo magnets glued to it. It's my favorite pry bar ever. Get the skinny one if you can, not the fat one that they sell at Depot. There's another magnet. I think I'm nostalgic. I just like to keep this rule around. I do use it time to time. Not a ton. I could probably lose that from my box. And then some other stuff. Calipers are really great to have. For measuring fasteners. And what else? I like this spider stuff. It's working out pretty well. Here's my impact. I can throw that on my clip, the same clip that I use for my tape measure, and the bit holders, all my bits. One thing I've found, and maybe this is not why you came, but this spider bit holder is not as grippy, or is not as grippy as I want it to be. So these little bits kind of fall out sometimes when you're driving heavy stuff with your impact. So I just put one of the little Neo magnets inside. And you do have to replace these after a while. They sort of lose their grip. I don't know if it's dust or if it's just the rubber stretches out. So I just replaced mine after maybe 2 years. So the magnet's in the middle of every one of these. What do I have on now? One of the star bits. So that one lives here, and there's a magnet to catch it. The long ones stay okay. These are my full length bits, but I like those a lot. Everything else is pretty standard, so I'll load this up and show you. So here's what we look like, all packed up and ready to go. This is my personal rolling box. The crate is the company's. That's why I didn't want to put holes in it. So I have my Husky bag clipped, ready to go. When I have to do electrical stuff, I just grab that. And like I said, this is just my ratchet strap. So I have everything here. All the big stuff is on this side. Impact, hammer, big channel locks. My spare clips are here for the spider stuff and the clip that stuff. 3-in-1, little dustpan. Always need a dustpan. Here's my mini framing square. Here's my sharp tooth. Here's my handsaw, taped over sheath. There's a magnet there. This is it's a little cramped, but it works. Sorry for my kids screaming. So that kind of lives in there. My 25-foot tape. I have a 25-foot. What is that? The dark one. It's the Lufkin Crescent tool. Yeah, and so I have the spider. I had to grind this off because it was a little rough. I needed a flat spot. Same on the front. I use these fast pads by Fast Cap. They're really good. You can erase all this stuff. They wear out after a while, but they last pretty long. And there's my Bosch laser distance. Yeah, my kids are wild. Sorry about the noise. There's my slot for my favorite tool, my favorite hand tool, and my slot for my, what do you call that? Speed square. I just leave this on top. I wear this all day long, so I don't really need a spot for it in here. Using my 2 spider clips and my 16-footer. My 3 batteries. I think I could fit 2 4 or 5s amp hours, and this is like a 1.5. Safety stuff, measuring stuff, cutting stuff, vice grips, and a pick, and all these taller tools that wouldn't fit vertically. I could put and lean over. And not a good day to make a video in my noisy basement. There's the Vera tool check with the Allen keys. Oh, and I got a file, rasp, whatever you call that, and my drywall knife, my drywall saw, magneted to the side. And that's about it. Clamps, the little bits, and I'll show you with the lid on what that looks like. So I'll try showing you this. Here's my slim organizer. Here's another thing I found. I hang a 4-foot ladder off of this. I'll show you if I got a second here. So I'm going to try to do this with one hand. Everything is pretty well leaning over. So sometimes I gotta just adjust some stuff if I have to throw this lid on. So these are too tall to be straight vertical. That's why I didn't have a tall organizer like back here, this wooden one. So those have to lean over in order to get this lid on. But the only thing I really have to do is make sure that this is flat and out of the way so that the knot is not on the, so we can slide in here and here. If it were raining, I would throw some of my stuff into the open spot here, but it's not raining in my basement currently. Goes on top. Are we in? I think we're in. Maybe not. Takes a second because of the strap. Oh no, we're in. We're good. Just didn't click it back. So that's my lid. I'll step back so you can see it. That's my lid. I can wheel that around in a drizzle. There is a little bit of a gap at the, is it from the back? There's a little bit of a gap at the back. Like I said, don't take this on the highway in a downpour. I did that last week and I got a little bit wet. Just a little bit, not a lot. And let me know if you have any questions. I'll try to answer if I can. I forgot my 4-foot ladder trick. Some little bolts and lock nuts through the slim organizer handle. Just little guys. And you can, this actually works better if this slim organizer is below the crate, but it'll work here just for demonstration purposes. It just catches right on the lip of that middle rung. And you can tote that around. You can strap it on here. Strap it around if you want. There you go. And you got some room in the front, or room on top for whatever you want.